Hey guys, another week, another game dev vlog. It's been a little while since the previous one for a couple of reasons, which I'll get into in just a moment, but a lot has gotten done within that time. So to start off with, right after my previous video, I did come down with a sickness that lasted a little while throughout that week, but I quickly got back into things, and over the rest of the week and over that next weekend, I got working really intensively on preparing the update for everybody at its universe, and that's why I did not get my video out last Sunday. I was going to do it right after we got the update out, but things just kept taking longer with getting things working on the new rendering system for the game, which was a complete rewrite of everything to do with getting the visuals onto the screen. But I did eventually get everything ready, and we got the update out on Thursday night, and generally it went pretty good. The game didn't drastically break or anything for everybody. There were some people that had some performance issues, people that found some problems with a few of the features like username rendering, but generally everything worked pretty well. Now, what this update brought was a lot of changes, obviously, to the renderer and optimizations there, so the game does run more smoothly for a lot of people. But this update also brought some new features, particularly the ability to zoom out. So previously, the horizontal field of view has matched what everybody edits has, but of course, with the aspect ratio of the game, the vertical field of view has been lower. This has frustrated a lot of people for understandable reasons, especially when you go full screen on a large monitor. It feels a little bit like a waste of space to be that close to everything. So we added the ability to zoom out to half scale, and overall it works pretty well. We're considering options as far as how world builders can control what people can see, but the biggest way we're going to be doing that is with vision zones, which will essentially be a zone, much like edit zones, and whenever you're inside of that zone, anything that is not inside of that space will be rendered as solid black. We'll be adding those systems fairly soon. There are a few other things we want to get done first, though. But another thing this update brought was some major changes to the way the physics work in the game. That was something that Chris and Luke worked on together. Now, there have been a lot of issues found, different bugs, different things that were missed, so it's definitely going to be one of those things that's going to take a little while to get fine-tuned. But that'll, of course, be figured out before we get into the open beta. Now, this update also brought the large gravity dots. I believe there's some issues sometimes going between those and the smaller dots, but that's just some of the physics stuff that'll be refined as we go forward. So over this week and the following weeks, going to be working a lot on trying to get some more updates coming out, trying to get some more features, and of course one of the big things that still does need done is revising the UI, because currently switching between viewing the player list, viewing the chat, editing blocks, it can be a little awkward right now, and we're trying to figure out some options about how to make that a little easier to work with, a little more intuitive. But yeah, new features, new smileys, things like that going to be coming very soon, and of course, as soon as possible, getting to the point of having a shop, microtransactions, and getting to the point where we can finally do the open beta. Still a couple months out, most likely, but we're getting there. So aside from everybody at its universe, I've also been working a bit on my own game, Cyberhack. I've finished up all the levels that I had in a mostly finished state, but I have realized that I do need to kind of space things out a bit more with some filler levels. I don't want them to be just kind of throwaway levels, but they're the kind of levels that don't need to necessarily teach you new things, just give you a little bit more to play with, and I feel like that would definitely help. I'm also working on some changes to the visual style. I've set the level selector, so still a lot left to do, but I'm going to be trying to get it as close to being wrapped up as possible by the end of this month. So yeah, I guess that is going to have to be it for today. So as always, do anything that contributes over on the Lightwolf Studios Patreon for helping support everything that we do. If you want to check it out for yourself, the link is down in the description below, along with the link to the Everybody at its Universe Patreon as well. The ongoing support has been a huge help throughout this process, and if you'd like to contribute to the project, that'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, I'll see you around. Goodbye.